Hello YouTube, and I'm picking up basically where I left off in the last episode. This is Zoru doing more hardcore Minecraft in the latest Minecraft snapshot. I'm recording this literally right after the first one. Oh, I'm out of torches. But I'm not out of stick material. Heck yeah! Stack of torch. Oh, hello. Like I said, stack of torches. Didn't get to finish it because, oh, hello diamonds. Oh, hello you. Yes! Just enough for a diamond pick. Oh, that feels so good. Feels good, man. You know what else feels good? Finding more iron. Also, I know I said gold is kind of pay. Hence last episode, but I was mostly just joking to get you guys as goats. You see, the thing is, by itself, gold is extremely useless, but it can be used for powered rails, and if you feel like wrangling villagers, odds are you're probably going to build a minecart roller coaster to transport them on. And if you're going to do that, you're definitely going to need powered rails. 100% you will. Like, I can almost guarantee for a fact that you will be using powered rails if you are transporting villagers in minecarts. Also, here's another fun fact about Alzoru, or rather, Alzoru's mouse. My mouse wheel is a bit loopy for some reason, and then sometimes doesn't quite scroll correctly. Sometimes I'll scroll down, and for some reason it scrolls up a little bit instead. Doesn't happen as much when I scroll up, but it does. Like, sometimes, for whatever reason, the scroll on my mouse is just a little bit busted. So if you see me scrolling the wrong way in my inventory, it's not because I'm scrolling the wrong way with my mouse, it's because my mouse wheel is stinky. It's not because I'm incompetent. Oh, don't get me wrong, I am pretty incompetent at this game, but not for that reason. Hello? Is that what I think it is? Was that a raw iron block? That looked like a raw iron block. Oh, it is. It totally is. Oh my goodness. I did not know that could happen. That is so weird. I know. Hope Pogger's guy has been canceled at this point. And good. He was a douche. But considering the fact that the Pog meme always annoyed him, I'm going to say that we should totally still use it despite him, because that's exactly what he wouldn't want. Well, that went well. Let's find out some of this tough. So here are my spoils so far. Honestly, I don't think I've done too bad. Especially not for my first time caving in the new snapshot. So, here's a fun fact. 1.18 has actually thrown a bit of a monkey wrench into the CityCraft Season 3 planning. Mainly because of how much it completely changed the seed algorithms and such. Worlds just generate differently now. Completely differently. Each seed is now entirely different and looks nothing like it did in the last, or rather, current version of the game. 1.17 worlds are entirely different from 1.18 ones. And that's not an exaggeration. I've used seeds that were really good in 1.17 that were entirely ruined by 1.18, and seeds that I know for a fact were not very good in 1.17 and found that they're suddenly really good in 1.18. It flips the script, and it means that when 1.18 actually properly hits, and the chunk map viewer program thingy gets updated, we're going to have to pick out a new seed. Thankfully, I've been diligently working to try and find a bunch of seeds that work in the snapshots and should thus theoretically work in 1.18 proper when it comes out. Because of this, I'm fairly confident in the seeds that I've chosen for the new emergency protocol text. Oh wow, a dripstone cave. But as I said, I'm fairly confident in the seeds I've chosen for this. And if things end up changing too much more, well, so be it, I guess. It'll suck, but not a lot I can do about it. But yeah, just But yeah, just for the sake of my sanity and probably a lot of our sanities, let's hope Mojang doesn't change things up too much. Or rather, too much more than they already have. Because I can't tell you how upset I'll be if some of the seeds I found turn out not to work in 1.18 proper, because some of them are so good. In case you're wondering why we can't use the seed that we were originally going to use, it's because it kinda turned into a frozen wasteland. A frozen wasteland that nobody except like one person on my server wanted to try and settle on. But they were more in it for the challenge of building on a snow-capped peak, or rather, practically a series of snow-capped peaks, without really realizing that snowy terrains are one of the hardest places to live in all of Minecraft, next to barren deserts. Deserts, at least in my opinion, are the hardest place to live in all of Minecraft. This cave system is extensive, my goodness. I kinda love it. Now I just need to find my way back where I came from. Not this way. I think... No? Okay, this might be a problem. I might be lost. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going the right way now. The best part is, I can just come down here and mine a bunch of deep slate if I want. Deep slate was really annoying to get in 1.17 because it just, not only is it a bit longer to, mine it up, but it also appeared in a bunch of patches, which was really annoying because you couldn't just mine it wholesale. You had to just find patches of it. Meanwhile, here, it's practically the primary stone type, meaning I can just come all the way down here anytime I need to and just mine it up. Sure, it'll take a while, but at least I don't have to worry about it being in patches. And it doesn't look like a lot of the other stone types are down here either, just the tough. Rip glow squid. So I'm about to share with you guys a really eccentric problem, or at least I think it is. But sometimes here in the US, you'll just get random phone solicitors, which I know isn't the part that's exclusive to us, but calls like that are pretty universal, I think. But there are just times when my phone, I just phone, the house phone to be exact, will refer to a call as fraudulent call. You know your call service is bad, or you know your scam is bad when even a regular house phone knows that you're full of crap. Something about the fact that you can just get a call and it just show up as fraudulent call is just hilarious to me. Like, wow, these people are really bad. I don't know if that happens in other countries. If it does, well, honestly, that's probably for the best, but if you've never had that happen to you, oh, honestly, I kind of feel sorry for you because it's hilarious, but, like, can you just imagine and your phone ringing and you just pick it up and you just see fraudulent call on the other end, just like, wow, really? Sometimes I almost want to answer those just so I can give them a hard time. You know, just, you've heard of prank calls, now prepare for prank answers. Speaking of, caller ID has kind of completely killed prank calls, which on the one hand is sad, but on the other hand is definitely for the best because as they got out of hand pretty badly during the 90s and early 2000s before caller ID was much of a thing. Heck, it's lampshaded in the first Sims game how bad prank calls were at the time because, you know, half the calls you'll get on your phone are prank calls. I'm not even sure if that's an exaggeration because it feels pretty accurate. It's actually gotten to a point where I very rarely have my Sims answer their phone because I'm just like, oh, it's just gonna be another stupid prank call, isn't it? I think the worst part about the prank calls is that they're not even funny. Like, they're not even that clever or original, they're just there. Like, if they actually had something funny or interesting to say, that would actually be a lot more interesting and worthwhile, but as it is, at least in The Sims 1, maybe The Sims 2 had more interesting ones. It's just, nah. It's just there. Those look like some hills up there. I'm gonna check that out. Good bread. Okay, so this looks to be an extreme hills biome, or I guess they're still called mountains, but not a mountain's peak. Oh, no way. I was talking in the last episode about how rare swamps are. Or did I seriously come across one? Or is this part of a jungle? No, dude, that's a swamp. Kind of a small one, but it's there. That's a bit of a rare find. I mean, it's not like super impossibly rare or anything, but I mean, that's only the second time I've seen a swamp biome. Basically, in these 1.18 snapshots at all. Yeah, they're pretty rare. Gravelly mountain. Do I want to settle up here? It seems a bit too gravelly for my taste. Oh, the swamp goes on more than I thought it did. This is a weird looking valley. I bet that Viral Cat would go crazy over this. In case you guys are wondering why I haven't settled down somewhere, made a base yet, it's because I haven't really seen anywhere that inspires me to build there yet. I want to find a place that calls to me. This swamp biome might just do the trick, who knows? It's even got sheep nearby. Ooh, and a ravine. Gotta be careful about that. Oh, that is a deep pit. Swamp cave. Those look like some big peaks. What is that? Shattered savanna? Oh, wow. That is so cool. A village bordering a swamp. Bruh, it's almost like a real swamp village. Aw, man, this is so weird. You guys picked a pretty bad place for a village. Now, in all seriousness, it's time I addressed a bit of a problem with the citycraft in particular, or, the premise of it. You're building a city together, is all fine and good, but it kind of limits the places where we can actually start. It limits the amount of seeds we can start with, kind of. And if you're not sure or why, let me explain. You can't just plop a city down any old where. It needs to be somewhere where you can, that's basically defensible, or has some sort of basic defense capability. It also needs to be somewhere that has a decent amount of food, or at least has the potential to be a good place to grow food, like this plains area. And it needs to have a source of wood nearby, because wood is very important. In the case of Season 3 in particular, I really want there to be some sort of peaks biome nearby, because, tall mountains are cool. And also I want to basically make an underground dwarven city inside of a big peak/mountain biome, so yeah. So yeah, there are actually reasons why we can't just pick any old seed and hope for the best, because when you're building a city, you need to be able to plan for it. You need to be able to have a place that's actually conducive for city building. So yeah, that's why we couldn't have CityCraft be in just this frozen wasteland and biome with a bunch of peaks, because it's just not a good place to build a city at all. Frozen areas are one of the hardest places to grow food because of the snow. You gotta keep your water constantly unfrozen, otherwise it will freeze. Very quickly, I might add. And then suddenly your crops are just ruined and there's not a lot you can do about it. I'm not saying there aren't ways around it, because there are, but we shouldn't have to do that kind of gymnastics just for a start. We should be able to start things easily enough. Otherwise, that's a poor place to build a city. We're trying to do this in a more or less logical fashion, and of where someone would want to build a city. At least that's my intention anyhow. This plains biome here would probably actually be a good candidate, because it's nice and flat, there's grass everywhere, which means you can easily get seeds. There's sugarcane here, which means that can be made into paper or various things that have sugar in them. There's a forest right there. And there are some hills not too far away. Sure, we don't have a peaks biome, so this wouldn't be ideal for Season 3 in particular, but I mean just, for the concept of CityCraft, this plains biome could actually work. Now, why am I talking about CityCraft in a video that specifically isn't that? Because I don't have anywhere else to talk about it, basically. Alright, I guess next episode, I'll be starting to build my base and talking to you guys some more about whatever else. See you guys next episode. Bye-bye.